Hanya, kita johtuukspa. Ognistoani tanikko matsi sapapistaatsä. Naaksa matsi sapapistaatsä. Ochenska semi ni to chip ta kuhkitumannisto ovatse po chenska sem. Tato kan ni chenska semische tochkan manitan ni tukutakin kinischekin manishotan. Sean Siksikaitsitapi ska kima naakso chenska semi miskitoutsi. Kenen nokkanikko. Kemo akain skatseva na ni chestinane kenen anitska nohto chitapi spinan miche nachche ma chisha papistache ke shache shakaksen aniche chistawakya okay kita kuchina kichene kohpa Chikuka pipokai china kshish. And chichini pokai nakshi na chitapi deka kawa tayawa kimata ya pipoi shaisha kimate mate ya piyokchimi wa she deka kawa taya kin shodam to o kakyaps ni chitapi. Kin matok shok chinema chokoa chiche chinax chiche machi kokochi ochichi chipa mi napish chinema chkotakshine mi ni chitapi ishche ni chitapia pe miskomai ochichki skapskchepta kokumaniste ishapoki iski shapoki chitapia Kiniche kutauka, semanche stepa takich kopis pe ni chepochen. And then no can statans. Kinmata kuchichi strita papers, but many katation be mata kochi. Many chini be anata kochi. So can look. Cheko chapi pon matako chapi poispa. Meka mapi pon kita semista paspa pi po kimata kochista pi tokspoa. Oh, kinoko shichini chikai skoa. Kako kano chichki shipostoi ishipostoi miyama nitai sko shinoko shich. Taishi manna na ni nampi ma chikai skwana na makoko manista ika kimanya kimako koka puta ichikskina pe apawah kuma to mi kichito tuichista po akachika kimantomia makoko to chematok shawakos ahtoko awatayishitapia Kimachoka piaka akata pohpachka kyo si chikskina pitch. Shoka pia makoka potaksha. Kyo hamo chikit kihinta pokanas chenima choch po kikska shoka pikichika kimatoksha is chenima chkotakshini kitash sapoka topan is makijita chenima choch po Keda mokoat ohtoat koishitapi spoa. Ikitekskina pisha soe se sapoks chenema choch. O kikan man chekutachita kimo nitan shepinamea kio machitapi makinitatoa pot otan moto kit ni chekutachsi tak chekutichi skas no kamesh da kokich pomstan an koktukano po okay gintak stamanen mucho miche chepoto picha kai kokano chimya matoko to te mawa chawa an manis chi I paita pish chispo paita pish o te ishim sama o sto machi tota pispa ma iko shiwa akiwa kim mi onwa otakai shimo ko ako kautomi po tuia oko shuawach ispomoya kakai kahkimi anok sotame tap sama pachipo toa ma pokawa kit itaisha kuitaki smakokan staps pe kitawa wat kakami sa miska auka po chich toxich jau chista penes chista po matapa to meu paita pe shani taichim stayam khist konasho ka pe paita pe shnita kisto chepnita pe skina pe ken haka akai kakaita piuta tapi shina machika kokchichim stama cha shoka pi paita pi shini makok kisto chishawa most maka pistameka kitapi iyo kokinia maka isto chisha shitawa teiki machisto tokshisha ki machiki moki shaichao Posto wa mach chini mai chawa mi shoka pi paita pi shini makokisto chisha Shaukini chishkoa kichiksko konaichi machim puwa shoka pika kokuma nista ika kimanwa ika kimatoka kichichi po shuwa koko shuwa waichi nokai chitapi shichipsak I chitapi shichipsatuk ako kito manista wachipto kichichi po shina ako kichon wawachto ma amskapi pika now akawach to meu chi posha matatakai o to makitapi moech hanna kamana istawa shwastamita pach to meu di chi poshini matatei tochimish kakita po pakakiman tak akitei chitapi shichipsata kimao pikani kwan ako taipoye wachtochich Kakshokani, Skaya Shokichi, Spaskaya Kichikichi, Matana, Spoakidai, Spokaichi, Pochua, Nistunan Matachi, Kochichi, Poatana, Noko, Shinaniche, that can Nitomata Pokataya, People, Spinanan, Amhanita, Pikskina, Pitch. Kenapi kwa chanichka auchisto tokia manchastakia akichwato shikinichi po shinone ik machoka piva stepata piupa ichipo toki hanakanishita piwash mata koyoki shopa mata koyoki chitapish stepa kepata pish Ako kutaichishka shokistunan sapokichitapi wana shoshe mata kuno chapi koano kano ke ekonaiti mata shop stameka koko ispomocho ikimochi yo pispomochi yo ako kito chicho koamochi sho ako makitapi yo shene machoka piaka shpska shoshe Kakani samochio machoka pristona choka pe ako komanistarika kimans ika kimato kichistno ne skachno ne chiskochik no kanish tinimacho chpe ostuwa wa matai chi poecha mi choka piene stoche itapisk pikina pipeta pishin Kenai no hanstap no hanishi poi mato kochi sami poi ptimata yo kano pe mi tamska po kochito kama chapochoka pa so kichik sticks kochi chamachita kan no chichikoi so kichik khonai chimachim pa ki ka kimakinda kokumansta ika kim no hansta koch pomo pe mo chawa watach to menchan Han, kenne nog een strokan.
Suka pi miksesta ninstam, si sa papistatsa. This is Martha Day Chief, and her maiden name is Martha Dayrider. And she introduced herself, of course, who she is. And she said, I'm not going to repeat it, but Rose already named our ancestors of their parents and their grandparents. And I know Martha was raised by her grandparents, Minnie and Laurie Plume, and this is why Martha has a lot of knowledge and information about our way of life, because her grandparents were very, very, those are the ones I call walking encyclopedias. She just wanted to share as a child she was naughty, but of course grandparents from her grandparents, and in our language we call it kipitepuka. And if you translate that, it means old person child, but it doesn't mean that. You were raised by your grandparents, which made you a little old lady. A wise person that has a lot of information. So from there, she was learning our ways, our culture. And from that time on, she never thought that the other culture we were taught was not a priority to her. And all this teaching, it gave her a lot of ambition and confidence in who she is. And she also shared that she doesn't have very good English. She did go to school, but that wasn't her priority. She had very broken English. So if she tried to speak English, you would not understand her. I can tell you about that. She said she just wanted to share with you that as children children were taught well. They were disciplined. They were given guidance and direction. And she said, this is our way. We don't need to borrow from anybody. We don't need to borrow. This is a good way of our way of life. You make your own. She said, in raising her children, she told them all what she learned. And she taught them that you don't have to borrow from anybody, or you don't have to envy what everybody has. You just get out there and you earn your own. You work hard and you earn what you have. And she said she feels good that her children are doing this. And she said all of you here are educated in this other culture. Some of you have degrees and you're very educated. But that's survival. And she commends you that you did that you're earning your way of life today. And she said she's very grateful that she mentioned me, that I invited her to this. And she's looking forward to sharing her knowledge and information. And as all of you that are here as students, she said this program she understands that you participate in, she said, this way of life where you got lost, it's not your fault. And she speaks for everyone in our community. She said, as parents, we raise our children. We give them that guidance and direction. And when people are lost, it's because they have no direction. So they can find who they are. So they turn to their peers, and that's where they start to learn a lifestyle that's not acceptable. So our young people, they're not aware of who they are. So they become lost, and that's why they know what they're doing is the only way they know how. So she said, she said to continue to keep moving forward. Teach your children, especially the language. Speak to them in our language, so we don't lose it. Because our neighbors across the border here, they've totally lost their way of life because they don't speak their language. And when she goes over there, when she starts speaking Blackfoot with others, they say that, oh my goodness, this is so sad. We admire you. We admire Kainai, that you still speak your language. And this other culture that tried to change who we are, she said, our Creator put us here. Who we are, we will never be somebody else. So help each other, be good to each other, and none of this looking down on each other, this inferior, superior attitude. Our ancestors' way is teaching us to be good, kind, strong people of Kainai.